your dream place.
Hey yo everybody, so today we are going to go to another hard off, and we're gonna go to one that's a bit of a drive. It's a bit down in the Tomiya area, next to where they have a Costco around here, but it's about a 40-minute drive from where I live. So well, let's go. Let's just get in the car, we'll take a cruise, and let's go down and get some good stuff at the hard off. Maybe, if they have good stuff. All right, so we have arrived at the hard off house in Hobby Off. But we're gonna focus today on the games, so we're just gonna go up into the hard off area. Sometimes I'm gonna be pointing the camera down towards the floor, so I'm not shooting people's faces. They're less likely to complain if I'm not shooting their faces. So let's go on upstairs to the second floor, where we got some hard off goods. They also had some nice artwork here. You got some Pokemon and some other things, I don't know. And you got some capsule toys. If that strikes your fancy, you got some capsule toys there. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of cruise around and walk around and look at some stuff. Right here they got some Kamen Rider, which looks like modern Kamen Rider. Den don't know Kamen Rider, but hey, I do know me some Godzilla and some Ultraman, and they got some of that in here. So we got some old, maybe they're old, I don't know, but we got some old Ultraman figures, Godzilla figures. That one looks pretty cool with like the flames. Yeah, that one right here. We got some cool looking Ultraman fighting some fire beast. I don't know that guy's name. You'll have to excuse my lack of knowledge, and we have a bunch of dolls and playhouses. We don't want that, right? I'm gonna cut to where the games begin. Here we go. So in these bins, we have a bunch of different things. We have controllers and cables. In this one, we have Super Nintendo controllers, some GameCube controllers with the spice orange looking all nice. The spice is nice, as they say. And the indigo GameCube controller. So some of these are actually, they're kind of worse for wear. But I believe they work. I don't think this is the junk section. I didn't see any sign saying junk, you know, anywhere. So I don't think this is the junk area. I just think they threw a bunch of used controllers and whatnot into a bunch of bins. So we have some other weird controller, whatever the heck this thing is, with this little thing in the middle. It's kind of a piece of crap. You probably don't want it. And they got some Wiimotes and a bunch of other cords and cables. Hey, a nunchuck. So which do you like better? Do you like Joy-Cons or the Nintendo Wiimote and Chuck combo? I think the Wiimote was better, but you tell me. And here we go, we got some more controllers and stuff, or these are cables. So we have a PlayStation 3 camera for your light gun game goodness. I shouldn't say light gun. It's actually they're not light guns, the crappy Move controllers. So yeah, every item in these bins has a little zip tie of a certain color, and as you can see, red is 100 yen, so red is $1. Yellow is about $2. Green is about $3. Blue is about $5, and black is around roughly $8. One way you can think of it, 1,000 yen is basically roughly $10. But the higher you go, the less accurate that is. So once you get to around 100,000, and it's more around $800. Roughly. So PS2 cables for yellow, so $2. $2 for PS2 cables. Not bad, right? Probably more on eBay, quite frankly. Probably selling for like, what, $10 on eBay? Who knows with these people. Anyway, you got this is just a bunch of Mario Kart racing wheels. Other things, got a nice looking N64 controller. A nice yellow. That's actually pretty cool. Again, they're worse for wear, but N64 controllers are actually pretty easy to fix. Like, I think they're the easiest controllers to open up and replace the parts. So if you need to replace the joystick, you can easily just like swap it right out. So we have some other cables and crap. All right, so enough of the bins. Nothing really exciting going on in these other bins. So let's move on over to the games themselves. All right, so here we are. We got some PlayStation 2, Devil May Cry 3. What else we got? Tales of Destiny, and looks like a .hack GU. So they have a bunch of PS2 games here. Again, PS2 is one of the cheaper consoles, especially in Japan. You might want to start building up a PS2 collection before the scalpers start to stranglehold that console. They probably already have started. And you even have some 360 games. Blaze Blue, some Gears, Steins Gate or something. I think that's a visual novel. That's not really my cup of tea. Armin Noir, which I've never heard of. Looks like some kind of visual novel anime game, so not really my cup of tea, but maybe it's your cup of tea. This is my cup of tea, though. We got some Neo Geo games. I was actually surprised to see these. You have a Fatal Fury Special in the box for around 30 bucks, right? 30 bucks. So not bad, I think. I don't know. I guess these are probably some of the more common ones, but I'm not sure what they usually go for or if this is a good deal or not. But you tell me, is this a good deal? $30 for Fatal Fury Special? Or how about $30 for Samurai Spirits? I don't actually have a machine to play these, so I don't actually have a Neo Geo. I don't even have the Neo Geo Mini, actually. I used to have one. I thought the Mini could have been better. I wish they would re-release the Mini the way the Astro Mini is, or the Taito Mini, which are way better quality than the Neo Geo Mini. So we have some Dreamcast and some Saturn games. Now this is what I like to see. This is what I look for whenever I go game hunting. Maybe some Dreamcast games that I don't have. We got Guilty Gear X for about $5. Psychic Force 2012 for $5 as well. And Fightin' Vipers 2. I actually don't have this. It's about $20. I think it goes for usually around that, so typical price actually, but Biohazard Code Veronica. So yeah, they got a few Dreamcast games, not too many. They got a few, and they got a few Saturn games. And they got Christmas Nights. And if you're in the Christmas spirit, they got Breakthrough, another puzzle game it looks like, and Virtual Fighter 2, a must-have in anyone's Saturn collection. And we don't need to see that, whatever that is. And we don't need to see this either. And we got, what else? Bunch of PS1 games. I actually already have pretty much everything I want for PlayStation 1. Oh, we got Vertical Shoot 'em Up, Sokyu Gurentai for the Saturn, and some Puyo Puyo. As I've said before, I have no idea how to play. I am terrible at puzzle games. I lose in the first round. But this is a Dreamcast Puyo Puyo. I don't actually have this either. So I might have to get this. I might have to pick up Puyo Puyo for the Dreamcast for about $10. $10 seems like a pretty good deal. So we got a bunch of PlayStation 1 games. Nothing particular stands out to me, nothing special. And you got Street Fighter Zero Collection for the PS2 with Alpha 1, 2, or 0, 1, 2, 3, and even a Pocket Fighter. That's pretty cool. I'm actually really looking forward to the Capcom Fighting Collection that's coming out. I wish they included Alpha 2 with online, because they didn't have online last time. Or the Street Fighter Collection, Alpha 2 wasn't online. But I'm really looking forward to that. We got Darkstalkers, a bunch of Darkstalkers games. And if you guys want a new Darkstalkers game, be sure to go buy that Capcom Fighting Collection that's coming out. Otherwise, we're probably never gonna get one. Probably the last chance to show Capcom that we want a new Darkstalkers is to buy that Capcom Fighting Collection. But look over here, we got Rockman World 5, one of the best Mega Man games actually. Fighting star droids in outer space. You got Tango the cat, a new robo buddy to help you out. I wish Tango would appear in more games actually. And we got Zelda Ocarina of Time for the N64 in the box for $15. Not too shabby. Looks like it's in great condition too, so that's pretty neat. I don't actually have an N64 in Japan, so I don't really buy N64 games, but that's pretty neat. If I did, I would have definitely have picked that up. A boxed copy of Ocarina of Time, looking all good. For $15, why not? And you got F-Zero X. I would rather get boxed copies, to be honest, of N64 games because there's no side labels. Look at that. So we got Smash Tennis. Sumashu Tennisu. For, or Let's Smash, I should say, for the N64, some Hudson Soft tennis game. I wonder if that's any good. Have any of you played it? Because I have never even heard of it. And we got some typical Famicom games, nothing special. You know, you got your Mario 3, your Mario games. Nothing too fancy. Same thing pretty much was going on with these Super Nintendo games. You got Pilot Wings. But you did have X2 though. You did have Rock Band X2, the best of the X series. I think we can all agree, right? Right? X2. So X2, looking all good. Definitely a game that everyone should play. And you got Rockman Soccer. This is a game that actually quite a few people are down on. I think it's actually a pretty fun game, and you get to play as a bunch of different Robot Masters for the first time ever. And I think, isn't every sports game on Super Nintendo, at least soccer games, kind of simple and rudimentary? So I don't really understand that complaint about Mega Man Soccer. I mean, what do you expect from a sports game on Super Nintendo, really? But anyway. Oh, we got Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This is a game that actually, in the US, the box art in the US really caught my eye in Blockbuster. I would rent it all the time because that box art just looked so damn cool. So probably my favorite Ghost and Goblins game, if for no other reason than nostalgia. I think it's my favorite of the Ghost and Goblins series. Got some Street Fighter, but my attention was stolen away by Final Fight 2, which is also about 25 bucks. And Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I initially thought this was vanilla, that's why I was kind of like, eh. No, that's Turbo. So actually, this is a good one. We got Turbo. And a bunch of other Super Famicom games in the box. You got some Goemon over there. You got more Street Fighter 2. So they have a pretty nice variety of different consoles. They got some Game Boy, some loose Game Boy, some loose UMDs. I'm not sure how I feel about those. Got quite a few games going on. So we got a few more. So you got some modern games over here like Vita, PS3, and PS4. Yes, I still consider PS3 to be modern in a way. To each their own. I still don't consider PS3 a retro console. Let me know how you feel about that down in the comments. I think I will probably end up being an 80-year-old man, and I will still say that the PS3 is not retro. To each their own. Anyways, we got some interesting controller over here. Some kind of train game, Taito train game controller for your home. Now this was pretty cool. For like $25, they have the Sakura Wars Collector's Edition. I don't actually know what's inside. I do actually have this game, but I haven't actually played it yet. But $25 for this humongous Collector's Edition? That has to be a good deal, right? No matter what's inside, unless it's like panties or something. I'm assuming whatever is inside is worth at least $25. Looks like a pretty good deal. And you have a Sega Saturn for $60. Again, I'm just going with rough estimates. What else do we got? We got a Super Nintendo for $50, you know, with the box, and you got two controllers. We also have a Wii for 50 bucks. With all the trimmings, all the cables. And hey, you got a $60 for an N64 with two controllers. So you got a black controller in there. That's pretty neat. Yeah, interestingly enough, that black controller actually matches the default color of the console. It's kind of interesting how the controller that actually came with the console was the gray one. So we have a GameCube for $80. And a bunch of other things. We got some more modern stuff. We got Switch, we got PS4, and we even have the hard-to-find PlayStation 5 for 100,000 yen, so roughly around $800. You're not gonna find it for retail price here. And we got some other games. Not so good deal
on Street Fighter Alpha 2, the worst version of Street Fighter Alpha 2 for like 40 bucks. Or is that 50? Around 40 bucks. And you got Rockman 7. Definitely cheaper to get Rockman 7 in Japan. They even have Batman Returns. This also is not a good deal. 20 bucks. I think I actually even saw this in Super Potato in Akihabara for around $5 or $10. So I know people say Super Potato is an overpriced shop, but when you're looking for some of the more common games, they actually have some pretty good deals. Like, you can get Batman Returns for Super Famicom a lot cheaper at Super Potato than you can at this hard off, for instance. And I'm in the countryside. So anyway, and around here in the glass cabinet, we have some rare games. So we got Furai Shiren Gaiden. Furai Shiren Gaiden for the Dreamcast for around $100. So that's pretty neat, actually. I do like collecting Dreamcast games, but I'm not so ready to spend $100 on just any random game. Some other interesting stuff. Some Majora's Mask thing down there. Can't really tell what it was. I should have taken a closer look. If you know what that was, let me know down in the comments. I'm actually curious. And let's see, we got Rockman World for the Game Boy, and Rockman World 2, and Sailor Moon, and some Pokemon. Anyways, that'll do it for this hard off, so let's head back home and take a look at what I picked up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So we're back in my apartment, and he's still sleeping. And we picked up Fightin' Vipers 2 for the Sega Dreamcast for about 20 bucks. Not that great of a deal. I mean, I could have got it online for probably around the same price, maybe a few hundred yen more, a couple bucks more. But nonetheless, whenever I see a Dreamcast game in a store that I don't have, because I got quite a few, but I'm kind of inclined to pick it up. I already have pretty much what I want for like PS2 or PS1 or whatever, but when it comes to the Dreamcast, I still like to collect whatever games I can, as long as they're not outrageously pricey. Even though I have most of what I want, always good to have more Dreamcast games, you know what I mean? It's a dreamy console with some dreamy games. It's actually my favorite console, despite not having any Mega Man games. But anyway, before I go on too long, I could talk about Dreamcast all day. But before I go on too long, I just want to say thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, maybe leave a like, or if you hate it, hey, leave a dislike, that's fine too. But if you haven't already, hey, subscribe for more content, and we'll be back with more hard offs, more of Metal Heroes, more game reviews, and more stuff. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Den signing off. I gotta go to hard off.
You thought I was asleep, didn't you? Acting.